Video. Shit, what time is it? Alright, I got time today, cuz. Today I got time, cuz. It just popped in my head. That little, he know damn well. He been studying a little too hard, the mannerisms and body movements and you know what I mean? But anyway, that's my shit. Okay, back on track. Focus, focus, focus. I get sidetracked. But I just pulled out my phone. I'm like, I got this sensation through my body, right? And what it was like fucking ego. The male fucking ego. It portrays itself as iron and steel and, you know, can't fucking be beat. And females too, with our fucking egos. Yes, you, me, all of us motherfuckers. But that so-called strength, that display of strength, it is not strength. It is a cover, a shield of protection to protect, because fucking those who have that over ego, these big ass heads, and literally, no, but figuratively speaking, they have the big head, and that shit is fragile. Can crack that motherfucker just like this, bing, like cracking an eggshell. So I just wanted to say, ego is a bitch. Ego can get you killed. Ego can and will stand in the way of you rising to your greater self. Ego will get in the way of your learning process, growing in life, receiving information from those who are actually wiser than you and that are teaching you or attempting to teach you something and plant seeds into you that will grow. Because you can plant seeds. People think that you have to do for them when it comes to learning. No, the seeds are planted, and it's up to you to water them. It's up to you, to each and every individual. It's up to us to water those seeds so that they may blossom, whatever those seeds are. And one of my favorite songs, titled by the DC Gang, Dynamic Certified, my guys from Long Beach, my boys, my bros, is, like I said, my art. And there was who's singing that verse, but like he said at the end, he said, I drop Jews. He said, I drop Jews in the universe. It's up for you to get them. Somewhere along those lines. I haven't listened to that song in a minute, but like he said, I drop Jews, but it's up for you to pick them up. It's up for you to get them. So you can drop Jews all day long, but if a person, for one, if they don't even recognize that it's Jews, hey, that first you have to recognize that that's what it is, because you may not even be at that level to see, and that's okay too. But again, that ego will keep you from seeing, and not with these two physical eyes, but with your other eye, which is your first eye. They like to call it the third eye. It's really your first eye. But just as we have two brains, the brain in our stomach, that gives us that intuition. You always listen to that brain first before this one. But I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm not rambling. I when I speak, I just go on. Things just come out of me as without thinking. And that's all the time when there's certain things that I feel like that my spirit, when my spirit becomes agitated or frustrated, just as it just did when I was at the light, and I had that feeling that about that ego and that shit went through me, I have to speak on it. I'm the type of person, if I have a problem, I have to get it out. You understand? I have to express it. So yeah, I'm gonna end it right now because I have to get to my one-on-one therapy session with my psychologist. And see, me getting that out is not frustrating me because it was not my problem. But to feel that, I'm just like, fuck. Because I know so many great men. I know so many great minds who've been rocking with me for years, who have huge platforms, who traveled, and teach the masses, and that I was fortunate enough to meet personally and exchange energy with and continue to throughout years. So I would say starting 7 years ago, a month after I started my lock process is when I went out into the community, the so-called conscious community. But fuck that, the conscious community. Let's take that word back. It's been perverted and twisted up and whatever. So went out into my community to build physically, because I was building already through social media platforms, one-on-one with loved ones. I was already doing classes via phone. Hadn't gotten to the blog talk radio yet. I had already been building, but I went to build physical. And let's take that back as far as the conscious, that conscious community being bashed. And also, another fucking thing, Hotep means peace. Hotep means peace. Hotep means peace. So you have these motherfuckers who are misinformed, miseducated, ignorant, maybe just coming into the knowledge themselves. So out of their ego, they have labeled those of us who may use the word Hotep, or they have labeled this group of whoever the fuck they label, but as Hotepers. And it's just ignorance, and it's keeping people away from knowledge. All this division and separation, and all this is ego. But I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to go. Peace. It's December 4th, 2019. I'm out and about. I done did a lot this morning, videos. a lot. But that's how my mind works. I'm very expressive, creative. I express myself verbally and read very, very, very well, and all the time when I express myself, unless it doesn't, hold on, but unless it doesn't require me to do so. So I'm out. Peace. That's all I have to say. For those of you who are not aware of the self class, I'm getting a few gray hairs. But yeah, as far as self class, let me get back. Let me mention that the self class, the SELF class, which is survival for life, is survival education for life and family, which I have been posting videos since I joined, I joined in July, and this is December. So what is that? 5 months? August, September, October, November, 5 months, and only being in for that amount of time, I have been able to take the knowledge that I've acquired for the years of me going into deeper within myself. I started my lock journey 7 years and 6 months ago. Yeah, tomorrow makes the 6 makes exactly 6 months. 7 years and 6 months. So about a year before I started my journey, I said I'm going to go deeper. I seek truth, and that was, where I took up. So in intertwining that knowledge that I have plus the knowledge that I gained prior to that, just through life experience, going through this course has helped me to fine tune. It has helped me to be able to verbally express myself. It definitely has helped me to be able to do stuff like this and look in the camera. I don't FaceTime and all that because I don't like to look at myself and speak. It trips me up, but this is pushing me. This class has pushed me to do that, and I still get like that in class sometimes when it's my time to speak because the way my mind is structured, my thought process, when I answer or respond to something, I have to finish digesting, and then I cannot speak unless it's something that is naturally flowing. Do you understand? So yeah, it has helped me tremendously in that way. It has helped me to have a genuine sisterhood, which I already have my sisters, but you can build multitudes of sisterhoods. You have multiple tribes. So I'm very grateful for that. And the other thing that's the first that really stuck with me was speak from the first person I I cannot speak for anyone else. So I am embodying that. I am practicing and utilizing that through my everyday life, because I can't speak for you. So that's very helpful for when I do express myself verbally or written. And then with the videos or conversing with someone on the phone or whatever, and people want, suggestions, opinions, feedback, or have a conversation, I can only speak for myself, because people misconstrue and think, oh, what did you do? And they think it's going to work for them. Everything in this life works differently for every individual. You understand? So it's up to you to find what works for you. I can give you advice and my perspective and what it is that I do, but it's up to you to take that, make it your own, and see if what works. So enough. That little issy. Every time it's meant for me, when it's meant for me to pick up this camera and record, I listen, or I write it down so I can get back to it, or take a mental note. But look at the day. I love it. You guys see, we don't get much rain in Cali, and the earth, she needs to be nourished. So I give thanks for that, and the calm that it's bringing, because we don't really go through seasons like everyone. And what's important in my opinion, what is important, since we are of this earth, we are we as human beings on this earth, having this physical experience as spiritual beings, we need to go through the seasons just as the Mother Earth does. So it is important that we do that. And here, being in Cali, we don't get full seasons. We are mostly summertime go, and this is, since for a while I'm like, is that why we're so fucking amped up, and there's so much anger and fighting and amounts of violence during certain times of the year? Because I mean, that's what the purpose of the sun, to give you that energy. And when you're like that, shit, what are we, 8 months out of the year? You don't get a chance to go into, go from the spring, and you're reaping what you planted, and then, or you're planting your seeds, and things are blossoming. You then go to summer, and then go into fall or autumn, and you relax, and from summer you're slowly, winding down. And then in the winter, when most things hibernate, bears hibernate, you really, really come in. Then you do inner work. People are like, oh, this is cuddy, what is it, cuddle? What they be saying? Cuffing season and cuddle buddies and all that stupid bullshit. Like, no, it's deeper than that. It's time for you to become your own cuddle buddy or cuffing. Cuffing season is the summer. Oh shit, no, they drop them in the sun. Whatever the fuck they do, excuse me. Excuse my mouth. They do some dumb shit. And the crazy part is, yeah, like I always be like, I'm not of this generation. I mean, I'm not. Technically, I'm not this new generation. I am of my generation, being born in 1982. But those who are in my generation, they say that stupid shit. They always, cuffing season, they drop them. I never understood that. And I've never lived my life by those stupid ass whatever standards that they set. But it literally is time during these seasons for you to go within yourself, comfort yourself, heal yourself, do your inner works. So I'm done. Again, have a beautiful day. Look at our greenery. I gotta brag because everybody on the East Coast and all of that got their trees. And we finally got some fall leaves. We got some fall leaves and we going into winter. Oh shit. Okay, let me be quiet, because they already think I'm crazy. So but yeah, look at this beautiful tree.